Welcome to Awesome Video Game Memories, where we talk about awesome memories about video games. I'm Ryan, and the game we're talking about today is Resident Evil, the remake. So the original Resident Evil on the PlayStation was a great but flawed game, but still mostly great. So when I heard that Capcom was going to remake Resident Evil for the Gamecube in like super duper high definition graphics, well 480p at the time, I was like, holy shit, they're gonna make an already scary game even scarier. Wow. I remember going to GameSpot for most of my coverage on the Resident Evil remake for the GameCube and looking at those screen caps. Dude, just look at them. Back in 2002, screen caps like this blew our fucking minds. So this was 2002, which is post-Code Veronica and pre-Resident Evil 4. So looking at the screen caps of Resident Evil and comparing them to the Resident Evil 4, the beta version of Resident Evil 4, I think Capcom was definitely heading in the right direction this year. Because the Resident Evil 4 preview looked very scary, and the Resident Evil remake looked very scary, and I remember actually picking this game up from Toys R Us of all places, you know, where a kid can be a kid.
I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with.
I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid. I'm buying violent video games like Resident Evil there, because from bikes to trains to video games, I get to blow off zombies' heads. I don't want to grow up, and if I did, I wouldn't have bought Resident Evil, the remake there.
I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
I don't want to grow up, don't want to grow up, I want to be a Toys R Us kid. So I remember putting in the game in my GameCube, and seeing that body bag move in the coroner's office, then BAM! It gets shot. That did not prepare me for things to come. To say that the GameCube version of Resident Evil is a remake is a huge understatement. Not only is it a remake of the original game, it adds in a lot, and I mean a lot of new things that make this game a completely brand new experience compared to the original Resident Evil. Of course, we still have our favorite characters: Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, Rebecca Chambers, Barry Burton, the badass himself, Albert Wesker, who actually doesn't talk like this. He actually talks like his original 1996 self, but less exaggerated. He doesn't talk like his villainous voice he uses in Code Veronica and every other game after that. And of course we have brand new, not cheesy voice acting, and it's actually pretty good, although you're gonna end up missing a lot of the classic lines. Now, if you thought the mansion in the original Resident Evil was scary, you ain't seen nothing yet. The mansion in the remake is not only a million times scarier than it was in the previous PlayStation version, they add in a lot more new rooms, they add in a lot more new traps. I mean, holy shit. This is what I meant when I said, yeah, it's not really the same game. It's actually almost a brand new experience. And also, like I mentioned before in the previous Resident Evil videos, I am a complete moron when it comes to solving the puzzles in this game, and with new rooms came new puzzles. And wow, I remember really getting stuck in a lot of the puzzles in this game. Oh man. And in this game, they add a new breed of enemies called the Crimson Heads. And Crimson Heads are zombies that you kill, but they're not like, you know, dead. And after an extended amount of time, they come back to life with extended claws and they hunt you. But there are ways to get rid of Crimson Heads, like you can blow their heads off with a shotgun while they're regular zombies, or you can get kerosene and fry them. You set zombies on fire in this game. Burn, zombies, burn! Yeah, so what I also found very unique about this game is you can actually rescue Richard Aiken from the poison, but he's still gonna die to Neptune the Shark, but it is actually a good variation on the original game. So in the previous version, Richard dies by Jan the Snake, but now he dies by Neptune the Shark. And this is a couple of years before Sharknado. Now, the craziest thing they added in this game, which I feel that really gives it a true unique experience compared to the original, is Lisa fucking Trevor. Holy shit, she is like the female nemesis of this game. And I think they actually made the nemesis from her, you know, her genes, or cells or whatever, or they based the G virus off her cells. But yeah, Lisa fucking Trevor, oh shit. When I played this game for the first time, there were not like a lot of guides or facts on it, and Lisa Trevor was a brand new thing that we did not expect. I have no face, I'm gonna just hit you. Yeah, Lisa Trevor had a really tragic backstory dating back to the 60s when the mansion was built. They injected her with, you know, the Ebola virus, with the AIDS virus, and then the progenitor virus. Jesus Christ, Umbrella. How cruel can you be to like one person? No wonder you went out of business. Oh wait, you were cruel to thousands of people. That's why you went out of business. And I also remember that house she has, like in the tunnels and shit. And that was a pretty scary looking place, and she like knocks you out but doesn't really kill you. Yeah, because according to the files, Lisa is still obsessed with her mother, so she rips the faces off people and puts them on her. Yeah, and also Barry can actually die to Lisa Trevor if you let him. Yeah, so concerning the challenge and the puzzles of this game, yeah, there are a lot new different puzzles, and I was a complete moron, but I definitely powered on through it, but that really added a lot to my playtime. I remember when I finished the game, my playtime was over like 8 hours. Yeah, but I actually do recall that there are a lot less hunters in the game because they're mostly replaced with Crimson Heads. And I think the Crimson Heads are about as shitty as the hunters. Fuck those guys. Yeah, so when you beat the game, you get this new mode called One Dangerous Zombie, where Horst Spire, you know, the guy who was killed by crows and who was one of Chris's best friends in marksmanship, he comes after you the entire game, and if you shoot him, the entire mansion blows up. I never really got far in this mode. Yeah, so the Resident Evil Remake, you know, I'm really glad Capcom decided to remake this game. Yeah, so don't get me wrong, the original Resident Evil is still a fantastic game despite its numerous flaws, but the remake actually improves a lot on Resident Evil. And at the same time, it still stands out as its own entity rather than trying to replace it. Like, let's say I consider the Resident Evil remake more of a tribute to the Resident Evil rather than a remake trying to replace the game. Yeah, so with that said, I definitely recommend playing both versions of the game. So definitely play the original PlayStation version first, and then play the remake. Yeah, so where can you get this game? Yeah, the remake for the Gamecube doesn't really go for that much on eBay, but now you can get the remake on the PC, the PS3, the Xbox One, the PS4, and yeah, so that wraps up this episode of Awesome Video Game Memories about the Resident Evil Remake. If you have any memories about this game, make sure to leave those down in the comments below. Take care.
Hey guys, want to see us play games? Check us out at twitch.tv/BattleGeekPlus.
Hey, you guys having fun here? Well, help support our efforts at patreon.com/BattleGeekPlus.